Stampers, Deb Valder here, your Fun Stampers Journey Coach. Today I'm going to show you another pop and twist card, but this one is going to be Valentine's Day style. It's a very simple card to do. I've used a lot of dies on this one, and I think it came out really pretty. When you open it up, again, this is the outside, very, very simple, using a lot of our dies. And then on the inside, when you open it up, wow, it is just a beautiful pop-up card. All right, so let's get started. I do, remember, have a PDF, a free PDF on my blog. So if you hop on over to there, it's done using this card right here, but the mechanism is exactly the same. So if you go to my blog, you will see this video. Just type in the upper right-hand corner where it says search. You can just type in twist and pop-up card, and you'll see this card right here. But like I said, the directions are for this one. Super simple, and you just pop it out with whatever holiday or whatever you want to do as far as. And remember, I did show you this one also. This one is just our little snowman card that one of my downline, Patty Murray, did. She did a super fab job on it. Love, love, love it. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to put these two cards out to the side. Let me just grab my grid paper right here, and let me just show you a couple of the things that we're going to be using today. So some of the dies that I got out, I just love this set right here. And I'm doing a challenge to my downline for January, and it has to do with this die right here. It's called Decorative Hearts Die Set. Now, they can use this die in anything that they want, but every week they have to produce a card using this die set right here. So the one that I used was this smaller one right here. Now remember, there's a couple of different ways that you can use this. You can use this and just pop them out, or if you did it did it without the outside layer, it would come out with just that beautiful filigree heart on the inside of a piece of cardstock. But for this one, I used the heart cut out, and I added it to all of my inside pieces. But I'll show you that in just a little while. All right, but that is the die that I used for the hearts on the inside. I want you to know that it does come with three separate ones. Here's one, there's the large one, here's the small one, and I don't have a medium one cut out, but I always cut out extras when I'm doing these just so that I have them, and all I have to do is to take these and add them to a project. So if you're going to get out your dies in your machine, why not get out and make a couple of extras, put them in your little box, and then you have them when you need them on the fly. All right, so that's the die set that I used. You could also use our heart dies. I did not use that on this one, but this is our heartfelt dies, and these are the ones that cut, and then they also have the option of getting the paper piercing to go along with it. So that's a really nice option also for Valentine's Day. And then right here, this is a spring all occasions die set. It says Lucky You, it says Love You, Easter, and Hop Hop. So this is also in our annual catalog. There's a set of 4 dies for that one. It's called Spring Celebrations, and I love this one. No, I did not use that one either. But this one right here is the outside piece that I did use, and you know I love these outside pieces that we have. You know, there's the butterfly one, and there's just a couple of them, and this happens to be the heart one. It's called Cascading Hearts, and you've seen me use it on a couple of other cards. This is the one I used for the inside, or for the outside of my Valentine's Day card. This was the card that I did for my swap when I went to Richard's advisory board retreat. This is the one that I swapped out with everybody. So that's the die that I used for the outside of it, and then for the inside of it I actually used a couple of different pieces. So this right here was the heart that I used on the inside right here. Okay, so I used that one, and then I also used where this heart came out of the middle like this. Let me just show you. The heart came out of the middle. Don't ever throw anything away. When in doubt, find a spot and pop it out right there. All right, that's where that one went. So that's the inside, and I don't have the die set up here with me, but the love also came from, did I bring it with me? No, I didn't. It comes from the one that has the picture frame on it. I'll put it on here, I'll put it on in the words when I get done with my video. All right, so you'll know where this love came from, but I just love that, okay? All right, so let's get started. Remember, the PDF on the mechanisms for this one they are on my blog, and you can hop on over there at any time and get them. So let's work on the outside of the card. We're just going to take an 11 by 4 1/4 inch piece of cardstock and fold it in half at 5 1/2. Okay, and then what we need to do is to take the piece from my die, which is right here, and just pop it out. And they do come out very, very easy. All right, we're just going to take and you can hear it just popping right out. All right, and then I'll just take my brush and go back in and cut these pieces. Never waste that. All right, that is yours to do with another project. And trust me, I have. Now I'm going to get out my my Journey Craft glue, which is the best glue on the market. I just love, love, love it. And we're going to take and just put some glue on the back end of this. All right, so I just like to take and put them on the hearts first. All right, just like that. Fast and easy. And then what you want to do is you just want, I love this glue. I absolutely love this glue. It is so controllable. And you know I do have a control issue here. So I'm just going to take and bring this all the way around. See how little I'm putting on there? But you can do that with this one. It never clogs. So when you have you have your top on, you don't have to put a pin in it. You don't have to put anything. It just comes out so easy. It's a must to have. Give it a try. I know you're going to love it. Okay, so that's all there is to that. And now we're going to add it to the front of our card. So I just picked this up and I start at the top and I work my way down. So I'm just going to slide it right up here, make sure it's nice and even, and then just kind of let it down, because you don't want it to go sliding all over, because you will end up seeing some of the glue. So get the top part right, and then the rest of it will just fall right into place. All right, so now it's on there, and now I'm just going to press. Okay, it only takes just a few minutes for it to dry. Okay. And then, when you're all done, we're good to go. Okay? So, let's take the, and add the rest of the pieces to it. So the front of our card is almost done, honestly. We're going to take and add, I'm going to show you how to add this twine. Now, this is our new red twine. It started in our last mini catalog, and it's being continued. So this is our red twine. I love this stuff, absolutely love it. Let me just grab my Easy Glide right here, and the way I do it, I mean, you can do it any way that you want to, but the way I do it is I just put my Easy Glide down there. I'm going to take it on, depending on how fat you want it. Now this one I want to be very fat, so I'm just going to take and spread my fingers kind of far apart. Okay, my hands are really tiny, but I just want you to go as far apart as you can. So now you have all these little loops, all right? Let me just get this out of the way so you can see it. So now I have all of these little loops, and what I'm going to do now, see all of them end right over here. That's where the two ends are. I'm going to take this side of it, and I'm just going to make a figure 8, just like this, all right? Now I have a figure 8. That's how I got my loops, and I'm just going to add them to my piece right here. Now if you want to spread them out to give them a little bit more character, you can do that too. And what's nice about it, excuse me, the Easy Glide just holds it right where it needs to be. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is grab one of my larger Journey foam squares and just add that to the top of it. Now that's going to kind of double hold this part right here, but it's also going to hold my bow. So what I did next was I took some of my beautiful candy apple satin ribbon and I tied a bow, and with that I'm just going to add that to my little excuse me, my pop dot. I'm just getting over a cold, so all right, and then there we go. All right, I'm just going to tuck some of this. I have my Easy Glide up here. I'm just going to tuck that in there like that. All right, so now everything is there. And then just to finish this off, like I said, I have this little guy right here. So that is my little heart. I'm going to take one of my small Journey foam squares, and that's why you need 2 sizes of these, because they are just full of awesomeness. And it's good to have different sizes. Okay, that's what makes the world go around. All right, so there's that. And now all I need to do for the front part of it is to add my little heart. And these are the sparkle hearts. Just absolutely adorable. Now, they do have stickies on the back, but what I'm going to do is to grab one of these with the sticky on the back. If you find that it's not sticking and it's popping off, just add a little bit of your, but see, they do stick really well. Add just a little bit of your Journey Craft glue and stick that on there and you're good to go. All right, I am going to play with that little, I have some of the Easy Glide sticking out of there, so I'm just going to play with that after I'm all done and make it so it sticks back down in there so you can't see it. All right, so there's the outside of our card. Was that not fast or what? So let's work on the inside of our card right here. All right, so like I said, the directions for this are over on my blog, so I'm not going to show you how to do all of the cutting. You can either watch my other video or you can go to my blog and get the handwritten directions along with pictures. All right, so I took a half a sheet of cardstock and I did all my magical cutting with my my Journey trimmer, and this is the way it came out. And now what I need to do is to start my folds. Remember, you're going to fold up so that this right here, this seam right here, and this seam right here are perfectly straight. All right, it's very important that they're straight, that it's not crooked. It has to be straight going all the way down, because then what happens is it meets perfectly right here, and you want it to have that intersection right there. Let me just grab my my crease tool right here. All right, let me just make sure that's straight. And I'm just going to crease this down, and when I open it up, you're going to see that this is perfectly centered. All right, so all I did was I folded over the left side, and now what I'm going to do is take this apart, and I'm going to take this side and fold it over. Again, matching this seam to this seam. So I'm just going to lift it up, I'm going to slide it over, and I'm going to make sure that my lines are nice and straight, just like that. Okay? Nice and straight, and here we go. All right, so now we have this awesomeness where the intersection meets perfectly. So then you're just going to take these little pieces right here and you're going to fold them in just like that. See how it pops up? Just like that. All right, do it slow for you. And then we're just going to take and reinforce all of our folds. Okay, just take this and fold. And I like to fold on the inside here and then turn it and fold and fold. All right, so then you have this awesome piece right here, and everything goes right to the middle. It fits perfect. Now what we're going to do is to add this to the inside of our card. All right, so we're going to take and we are going to grab, here it is. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add some of our white liner tape to the outside of this. Okay, and the beauty of this is that you don't have to have scissors. You just do all of the lining just like this. Okay, now what we're going to do is to grab, our bloom tool and just burnish these pieces so that they come off nice and easy. Same on this side. Burnish, burnish, burnish. Okay, and now they're easy to come right off. All right, so there's one. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, and last but not least, here we go. All right, so we're going to do one side at a time. We're going to add this to the inside right here, and I like to open it up, and this one's black on black, so it's a little bit more difficult to put together, but this is what I'm doing. I'm just putting and making sure that my border all the way along is nice and even. All right, so then we're going to do the opposite side. Grab my bloom tool. Everybody has one of these by now, and they are, you've got to admit, the best tool in the world. They've got so many cute little gadgets to go along with this, but my favorite one is the dental tool, and that's what I named it because it looks like that thing they come at you and pick your teeth with. All right, so you're a dental hygienist, you know exactly what I mean. Alrighty, so there's that one. So now I'm going to just take this and again matching up my borders. And it's very hard for you to see, I know, because it's black on black. But there is my, that's what it looks like when it opens up, just like that, okay? And then it's time to do our inside. So I'm going to put that aside just for now. And we're going to get our long piece. Remember, these are on my blog, so you can go over and check on those. You can also, for the inside here, if you don't want to use the like cardstock or stamp on cardstock, you can use designer paper right in here too. You'll see me making a couple more of these, and I just love the way they look. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this in. These are scored, and the measurements are on my blog. Okay, they're also on the other video. All right, the pop and twist card of the Snow Buddies. All right, so when I do this, I need a wow. See, wow, the W. All right, we don't want an M. We don't want the M. We want the W. This has to be the part that pops out. Let me just show you. See, that's the part that pops out. All right, so now what we need to do is to take the inside of our card. Well, let's do this while it's flat. We're going to just add these to it. Now remember, these are the pieces that I'm making 2 cards because you know me, I always do 2 cards. To put this on, we're going to just take this piece right here. Just look at how easy that came out, seriously. And then I'll just brush these out. So that was super easy. All right. And I'm going to take my Journey Craft glue and just put a couple of dots here, there, and yonder. Okay. You don't want them big because you don't want them gushing out. All right. I'm literally just tapping this. I'm not squeezing. It's just coming out on its own. There we go. Well, maybe I'm squeezing just a little bit, but not much. And then I'll just do a couple of dabs on the insides of these little bigger pieces. All right, littler, bigger pieces, you know what I'm saying? All right, and now we're just going to add that to, you want to get it down the first time because you don't want to slide this all over, all right? All right, I'm going to set that one aside to dry because I do have 4 that are good. Put the top on your little gizmo there. And let's just add these. I'm going to use these. I'm going to add these with Easy Glide. All right. You'll notice on the one that I did with the snow card, the one with the Snow Buddies, I did a lot of popping on that one. This one I just don't need to. Whoops. I didn't want to stick there. Okay. And then all I'm going to do is just center these. And that's all there is to it. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And whoops, here's the other one. Let's put that one. That's the one that's drying, I think. All right, and then here we go. So we have our 4 inserts like that. Now we need to add them to our card. So we're going to take the inside of our card base right here, and we are going to close it so that the wow part is down here, okay? Oh, before I do that, let's do some more of our liner tape. Remember, we have to have 1 piece down here at the bottom and 1 piece here at the top. See how fast this is? You do one of them. You know how the first one, when you do it, it's a little bit like, oh my gosh, am I ever going to do this again? But then when you got one underneath your belt, you're going to say, oh my gosh, this is so easy. Okay? Is it as fast as some of the cards I do? No. But you know what? Sometimes you need that wow card. And this one's it. This is it. And it's so easy. All right? So now what I'm going to do, let me just show you again. So this opens up like this. You want to take and you want to fold it so that your folded edges are on this side and your open edges are on this side. We're going to lay it down to the, you can lay it down anywhere you want, but I'm laying it down to the line of the insert. All right? So I'm going to take and lay this down here like that and just push on the left-hand side. Don't push on the right side because it's not up there yet. All right? So now I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to make sure that this piece is on top now, so when it lands onto my little guy right there. And when you open it up, there you go. All right, so the last thing we have to do before we decorate the inside is to cut these pieces right here, the little house pieces. All right, so I'm gonna go and do that, and I will be right back. Okay, I went and I grabbed my little house pieces, and we're gonna throw on some. Remember, when you're using your Easy Glide, you just want to be as light as you can to the touch. So you don't want to press down hard on it. It's such an awesome glue that it sticks really well. But if you press down too hard, it starts working its way backwards. So you don't want to do that. Break yourself of checking and of pressing down hard, and this will be your most favorite glue ever. So now what I'm doing, because this is just a 1/4 of an inch different than the bottom piece, I'm just lining up my border in just a little bit from this piece right here. So there's the outside of the card, there's the first black layer, and then there is the red layer right there. You can't really see it, but trust me, it looks good. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing on the bottom here. I'm not worried about the top, I'm just worried about the bottom here, just making my little border and pressing it down. Super simple. All right, so for the rest of the card, I'm going to take this little guy right here. I'm going to add my little mini pop-ups right here, one on this side and one on this side. And this is just going to go right here. And then for this right here, I'm going to use my Journey Craft glue again. And just add this right here. See how easy this is? Super simple. Okay, and then I'll just add this. Now this card right here that I'm making is going to one of my teammates, Janet Dahl. She wasn't able to make it to our leadership conference, and so I wanted to just send her one of the cards that I did as the swap, because she wasn't in on the swap, unfortunately, but this is her swap card. So this is going to go to her. Janet, I miss you. So that's it right here. I'm going to let that dry. And while that's drying, I'm just going to go over and show you again what the whole card looks like when it's done. Da-da-da! And then what it looks like when it opens up. Voila! Isn't that awesome? Just such a pretty card. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to help. And take care and have a great day.